Hey, what's up, guys? Today, I'll show you a horror film, MUNAFIK. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The film begins with Adam desperately getting out of the car after a hit-and-run incident. As he gets out, Adam sees his wife lying on the cold ground near him. So Adam walks toward her, but he falls down from his injuries. Despite that, he still crawls his way to her. Half her face is severely wounded and covered with blood. Adam cries as he helps his dying wife mutter a prayer to Allah. With her last breath, Adam's wife praises him. Adam sobs as he looks up and questions Allah why his wife needs to die. 3 months later, the rich man, Tycoon, and his young wife, the stepmother, argue about his daughter, Maria. Tycoon knows that his new wife and daughter do not get along as they are almost the same age. While roaming around the house, Maria finds a small sealed box on the floor. She takes it and immediately encounters something strange. However, she dismisses it as her stepmother takes the box from her. On the other hand, Adam's son tells his dad that he dreamt of his mom, who said she was coming soon in his dream. Adam explains that she will never come back, as she returns to their creator, Allah. However, this upsets his son. The following day, Adam and his son go to her grave, where they encounter a grave digger, looking at them strangely. Simultaneously, Maria's ex-boyfriend confronts her about the depression pills she's taking. This upsets Maria, as ex-boyfriend goes through her personal things without her permission. Ex-boyfriend explains that he did it because he still cares and is concerned about her. However, Maria does not want to talk about her mental health. Before leaving, the grave digger expresses his gratitude to Adam, a traditional medical practitioner who helped heal his wife. Apparently, Adam has stopped healing the villagers after his wife's death, and Adam dislikes talking about her. So he rudely leaves the grave digger. Later that day, Adam's best friend expresses his concern to Adam. Adam has also isolated himself and stopped going to the mosque concerning the villagers. However, after his wife's death, Adam's faith was shaken, and he focused his time and attention on finding the person responsible for her death. Adam firmly tells the friend that he will never forget his wife's killer. On the other side, the stepmother discovers that Maria has been reading books related to Satan, which concerns her, as she knows Maria to be a religious person. So she immediately informs Tycoon about this. Concurrently, the elevator that Maria is in malfunctions suddenly. The lights repeatedly flicker, and Maria knows and feels that someone is in there with her. She loudly praises Allah, and soon the lights turn on and the elevator opens. Maria immediately runs downstairs to the parking lot and gets inside her car. Ex-boyfriend shows up, with concern written on his face as he sees Maria rushing out of the lift, but Maria does not talk to him and drives away. The following day, their religious leader attempts to convince Adam to forgive his wife's killer. He reminds Adam that Allah will never give them problems and pains that they cannot handle. He is the all-knower. If Adam continues to choose not to forgive, he will never be at peace. However, hatred and revenge overpower Adam now. Later that night, Maria suddenly gets a flat tire while driving. She stops her car on the side of the empty road and attempts to repair it. However, her tools are not enough. Then suddenly, strange things start to happen. A boy appears out of nowhere and plays basketball alone in the middle of the night. So she gets in her car and watches the boy from afar, who suddenly turns his head at her, revealing a damaged half-face. Maria closes her eyes in fear, but as she opens them again, the boy is not there anymore. However, the ball bounces on her side, and shortly after, 2 ghost boys suddenly appear in front of her. At that same time, Adam sees a man trying to break into his house. The following day, the stepmother thanks Maria's ex-boyfriend for bringing Maria home. Fortunately, ex-boyfriend found her last night, fixed her car, and gave her a lift home. However, instead of thanking him, Maria leaves him outside with her stepmother. Ex-boyfriend shares that he wants to marry Maria, but the stepmother believes it is not a good idea for marriage, especially with Maria's current state. Meanwhile, Adam dreams of his last moment with his wife during the car accident. They cry together as his wife tells Adam that he needs to accept the truth and let go of her. Suddenly, she starts vomiting blood, causing Adam to wake up. The son faces Adam and informs him that Grandpa has arrived at their house. Grandpa came to visit Adam, as he knew that Adam's wife's death affected him too much. Later that night, while Maria does her night prayer, she experiences terrifying things again. The door creaks as it opens by itself, the rocking chair rocks without anyone sitting on it, and a pair of burned hands suddenly touches Maria. She quickly gets to her bed and observes her surroundings. She sees the cabinet where a demon shows itself to her. The stepmother hears Maria's screams, so she immediately rushes to her room. She finds Maria on the floor beside her bed. Her skin is pale as a sheet, while her eyes are the color of darkness. Because of this, Adam is summoned to Tycoon's house to cure Maria. Adam asks the stepmother if there are any talismans in the house, But they hear a creepy laugh from Maria's room. So Adam and his friend go in and find her kneeling in the corner. Maria faces and cries as she lies to Adam that the religious leader is the person behind her suffering. However, Adam knows that an evil entity has possessed Maria. The men cite their prayers as Maria stops crying. They suddenly hear noises from the ceiling. The men look at it, and when they turn back, Maria has gone. They repeatedly call her name, wondering where she is. She reveals her possessed self behind Adam. The evil spirit in her angrily tells Adam that he belongs to die and go to hell. The men remain calm and mutter their holy prayers when the spirit hurts Adam's friend. It slams the friend to the walls and laughs evilly before adhering to the wall. Maria crawls upside down and quickly runs to Adam, who immediately stops her by mentioning Allah. The evil entity refuses to leave Maria's body and even harms them. However, Adam clings firmly to his faith and manages to exorcise the evil spirit out of Maria's body. Maria falls to the ground and vomits blood with nails. After the exorcism, the men inform the religious leader that somebody cursed Maria and sent an evil spirit to her. After warding off the evil in the house, the stepmother expresses her deep gratitude to the men for helping Maria. She shares that she has sought help from somewhere else before, but it did not help Maria's condition. Shortly after, ex-boyfriend comes and rudely bad-mouths Islam and its people. He believes that Islam only helps those who have a fortune, and sometimes even scams people. The following day, Grandpa sneaks into Adam's room, looking for something, until he finds something. Underneath Adam's bed are photographs of his late wife and his letters for her. But before Grandpa can read them, Adam comes in and confronts his father. Grandpa knows that he is still grieving, but Grandpa cannot fully support Adam for some unknown reason. On the other hand, the stepmother rushes into Maria's room and accuses her of stealing the sealed box. She goes through her things looking for the box, but she cannot find it as Maria never stole it. Later that night, the stepmother notices that Maria is still acting strange. Thinking about the recent event between them, the stepmother apologizes. However, Maria turns around while whistling and then utters offensive words to the stepmother, saying that she deserves to be in hell, as she only uses her father because of his money. Maria slowly walks towards her before slapping her cheeks and dragging her to their house. The stepmother cries as she pleads with Maria to let her go, who strangely frees her before going inside. Elsewhere, ex-boyfriend almost beats a coworker to death for saying slurs and accusing him of wanting to marry Maria because of her father's assets. Concurrently, the son tells Adam that he dreamt of his mother again. However, this time she is angry with Adam. Adam dismisses the strange dream and walks his son to his room when they hear something from upstairs. Adam checks the room, his eyes landing on the evil spirit staring at him from the corner. On the other side, Maria, who is still clearly possessed, lies to her ex-boyfriend. They are on a call, and Maria tells him that she is in love with Adam. Adam's hypocrisy attracts her, and she even adds that she has slept with him, anchoring ex-boyfriend a lot. Simultaneously, the stepmother expresses to Tycoon her concern and worries about Maria, but he remains unbothered. She adds that her sealed box has been missing, and she suspects that the religious leader took it. At that same time, the religious leader maneuvers his car down to the lagoon when an evil spirit comes out from nowhere and blocks his view. Meanwhile, Adam is summoned again to Tycoon's house to cure Maria. However, while he mutters a prayer and prepares the holy water, the evil spirit in Maria smashes the bottle into the mirror. Maria's body turns stiff as the evil entity drags her across the room. The evil expresses its hatred for Allah's believers and promises to corrupt all God-fearing people. Adam remains calm and continues his prayer until Maria's body falls to the floor. They immediately hold her down as Adam prays until the evil entity leaves Maria's body. However, it is still in the room with them, clinging to the ceiling. The stepmother drags out Maria's weakened body as Adam prays and blocks the evil from harming the ladies. Suddenly, they hear a loud noise from Tycoon's room. So Adam checks it, only to find the room in a mess. The bed is broken and Tycoon is missing. Adam immediately searches for Tycoon around the house, but he cannot find him. Shortly after, the stepmother comes out. So Adam informs her that her husband is missing. All of a sudden, Adam leaves the house. At the same time, Adam's friend sees a commotion on the bridge and discovers that the religious leader has died in a car accident. While driving, Adam receives a call from his friend, who informs him about the religious leader's death. The police are still investigating, but they believe that something strange caused the leader's death. Adam stops his car on the roadside as strange events continue to occur. Shortly after, the son calls him and tells him that Grandpa has left their house. But he is not alone as his mother is there with him. This pushes Adam to the edge as his son repeatedly mentions being with his mom, even though she is dead. Adam yells at his son and slams the phone down before starting a car. After that, he goes to the graveyard, digs up his wife's corpse, and shows it to his son. In anger, Adam tells his son that his mother is dead and the corpse in front of them is the proof. The son cries and tells his father that he has gone crazy. However, instead of calming down, Adam attacks his son and chokes him when a pair of hands suddenly appears and touches him. Adam wakes up and quickly prays as he realizes how bad a nightmare he had. The following night, after burying the religious leader, Adam insists that all the strange happenings in their village are connected to Maria's demonic disturbances. This frustrates the friend because he believes Adam has been overthinking things since his wife died. Adam's rage stops as he notices his father talking to the grave digger nearby. Later that night, Adam comes home, only to be confronted by Maria's ex-boyfriend, who is enraged with him and his religion. Adam genuinely has no idea about the accusation of him having a relationship with Maria, but the ex-boyfriend stops harassing him when Adam's father and son show up. Meanwhile, Maria's mental health worsens as strange and fearsome events continue to happen to her. She cries in the bathroom as she takes her depression pills. The evil entity suddenly appears in the mirror. Maria immediately leaves, but she finds her stepmother standing in the hallway, holding a knife. Maria quickly gets to the kitchen and takes a knife to protect herself. Shortly after, the stepmother rushes in, worried as Maria's condition continues downhill. Maria drops the knife and sits on the floor as she realizes that the stepmother she saw in the hallway is an apparition. On the other hand, Grandpa repeatedly tries to tell Adam something, but Adam's mind is too clouded with thoughts to listen to his father. They get interrupted when Adam receives a call saying that Tycoon has been found. Adam quickly goes to Tycoon's house, where a worried Maria and her stepmother face him. They claim that they have discovered who is responsible for the strange events. They instruct Adam to get to Tycoon's room because he has all the answers, but the room is still a mess when Adam goes there. Adam returns to the living room and questions them. The interrogation gets interrupted when Adam receives a phone call from the stepmother. She informs him that they are on their way to the hospital after Maria committed suicide. Adam looks up and realizes that the evil entity showed him apparitions to trick him. Maria still gets chased by the demonic entity at the hospital, so she runs away, accidentally getting inside a morgue. The metal beds get mysteriously disarranged, so Maria tries to leave. However, the evil entity stops her as she clings to the door. Left with no choice, Maria hides in a freezer, hoping that the evil entity will leave her. However, as she uses her cell phone flashlight, she finds the evil entity inside the freezer, crawling toward her. Meanwhile, Adam arrives at the hospital and confronts the stepmother about the talisman he found in the sealed box. The stepmother explains that it was given to her by a shaman to whom she had sought help before. The stepmother leaves as she is guilty of doubting their religion. Shortly after, Adam receives a phone call from Maria, saying that she is willing to share a dark secret that she has been hiding. She tells him the address where to meet her and drops the call. Soon after, Adam finds Maria in an abandoned place, and she tells him that she cannot find a way out. So Adam leads the way as they have other visitors in the place, only to be attacked by the evil entity. It drags him across the place, intentionally hurting Adam. After attacking him, Adam finds a satanic room in the place with numerous corpses hanging around. But then he hears Maria's screams for help, so Adam quickly rushes to her side. Maria had fallen from the building. With her remaining breath, Maria confesses that she is responsible for his wife's death. Tycoon suddenly appears and reveals that he controlled his own daughter. He wants to kill Adam because he is a believer, and Tycoon hates all believers. Tycoon adds that he sold his soul to the devil for worldly riches, and he is the one responsible for demonic occurrences in their village. He used Maria as a puppet, hoping to kill Adam in the car accident, but Adam survived. Right after the revelation, Tycoon summons the devil before attacking Adam. He prepares to kill him when a bolt of lightning strikes Tycoon, causing his immediate death as Adam calls for Allah's help. Shortly after, Grandpa and the gravedigger arrive at the place, and Grandpa reveals the devastating truth. The reason for the gravedigger's strange behavior towards them previously is because the gravedigger knows Adam's son also died in the car crash. The incident affected Adam more than he knew. He pretended that his son was still alive. The film ends with Adam running away from sadness and crying as he asks for Allah's forgiveness. He also seeks Allah's help to guide him and give him strength if he begins to question his faith again. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.